Nani brothers.
Well, it's been a crazy 48 hours to say the least. And
Oh my god.
if you didn't think America can go in and ramsack a country and take the president out of that country and take him back to the United States, then you are mistaken, because apparently we have the technology.
Yeah, it happened. It's done. It's a done deal.
Yeah, and look at this drip, bro. They put them in Nike sweats. God damn, I heard that those sweats have actually sold out completely.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Just because of this?
Yes.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
Yeah,
That's
it's kind of
insane,
crazy.
actually.
So, Nike is the biggest winner here, and maybe
Wow.
Doctor Disrespect, because I saw him like posting.
Oh, I seen that.
Because
I did
of
see
the
that.
goggles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
People were
super
tagging
funny.
him.
Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of crazy, man. It's not every day a country takes another country's president and arrests them. However, this guy, from my understanding, was a pretty big piece of shit and was not actually like not nobody like really recognized him as really the president of the country,
yeah.
like as far as the
Yeah.
European Union, United States, Canada. I think only the China, Russia, or whatever would
Yeah,
even deal with this guy.
Cuba.
Obviously, yeah.
Supposedly, yeah, he was holding the election for 25 years. Like he was able to pretty much stay in
Yeah.
power the whole time.
And apparently, like he lost the most
rig
recent
elections.
election and then somehow rigged it or something. And so,
Kept it anyways.
yeah. It seems like the Venezuelan people were having a great time that he's gone. So
Yeah.
seems like it's a pretty net positive, but it's pretty crazy what happened here. So apparently they must have got like EMP'd or something, and then there was a kind of
Yeah, let's look around, man. Let's see what.
yeah, there
really
was kind of
going on.
a pretty big explosion here.
So yeah, I think this is when the U.S. first jumped in. They bombed him first, probably for the distraction, to be honest.
I'm
Yeah,
playing it
that's
because I
insane.
had it small screen.
I see. Yeah, so the U.S. when they first went in, they strike first, then supposedly EMP'd, and then the operation commenced.
Yeah, and there are some videos where you can see the Apaches and the helicopters just kind of like scrolling through, and yeah, and there was like videos of like the splinter cells, like literally like,
Oh,
they had
yeah.
like the night vision goggles, and they're just jumping down, and they did the job, man.
Yeah, this is really insane. It was really
So
no one would have thought. So where does that leave us?
yeah, so now he's in America and he's gonna sit trial and somewhere either in New York or they might take him to Florida. Really, who knows? But right now, after the most recent, I think press conference with Donald Trump and Marco Rubio and team. Apparently, U.S. now occupies Venezuela, and
Yeah.
they're going to bring in American oil companies to come in and take all the oil. Guess the
Start
spoils
drilling,
of
I guess.
war.
Yeah.
No, they're supposedly going to fix the infrastructure of it, and then obviously, like they ain't doing this for free. So,
Yeah.
instead of the oil going to Russia and China like it was, now it's going to be going to America, and that's
Yeah.
kind of what.
There's a lot of good questions that people are throwing out there, and there's a lot of people saying some stuff like one of the main questions that people like draw back that they're saying is we don't really have the best track record for regime change.
Yes,
I mean,
and it's true. But again,
it's true,
these are
yeah.
different regimes completely. Like there was the whole era
Different
of
part of
George
the world.
Bush and the whole
Uh-huh.
era of Barack Obama, and both of these were a lot of talk and no action and very slow action, and we're kind of dealing with a completely different.
Very slow action.
Yeah, very different cabinet here that seems to be very, very active and really quick. I mean, in 1 year, so much has happened, so much to talk
Yeah.
about, and that's actually why we're actually getting into these videos because there's a lot of crazy shit in the world happening right now as we live through this administration, and yeah, this is kind of a big deal. So,
Yeah, this is crazy.
yeah, this is him getting perp walked by the DEA. This is really a blurry video, but the DEA
Let me
has
see
their
this, man.
hands on the president of Venezuela. Kind of crazy.
That's who would have thought, man. We're like 3 days into the freaking new year, and it's already
Yeah. It
already starting with a bang, literally.
Was this all about drugs? No. It was about a lot of things. I think
Yeah.
he's a close by neighbor that was doing some really shady things with our enemies, and I think that's probably the biggest thing. But also
Yeah.
like the cartels have been designated as a terrorist organization, and he was heavily funding them. And so it's kind of interesting though that they didn't go and assassinate him; they took him alive. So it makes you think that they might be
Mhm.
trying to get some information or try to wheel and deal with this guy to try to take down some more of these cartels. And
Yeah, I mean it's a very interesting situation. A lot of people want to stay focused on like the surface level stuff, but there's a lot of big stuff. Like, I mean, obviously there's going to be implications. I mean, now we got to see what Russia and China do because they're in kind of some active war action.
yeah.
Um,
Well, I think at this point, I don't think anyone's going to do anything after seeing what America did in 48 hours without any casualties or any like destroyed vehicles or anything. They were able to pull this off.
civilians,
And
no
this is a
civilians
big
hurt as
country.
far as
This is
we
a
know.
big country. They apparently were even ready for the attack and waiting for it, and
That's
they
the
still
most
got
impressive part
took
is
it out.
they supposedly they're ready. Supposedly Russia supplied them with anti-defense everything, and it was still quick,
Yeah.
smooth, and decisive.
There,
So
there is levels to this, and all that time we spent in the Middle East doinking around, not doing shit, was actually not for nothing. Like,
yeah, yeah,
we,
we're actively in war. Yeah.
yeah. So,
So
there's no one better than America, and so right now it's one of those things where it's like if you live in Venezuela, I think it's couldn't have gotten any worse. So I think people were kind of
that's
happy
true.
about this.
I agree with that.
If you're in America, I don't think really anything changed. We didn't really send like long periods of times of troops overseas. It was just a
Yeah,
pretty quick operation, and so right now, I don't think there was any real negatives to this whole operation at all. To be honest, I think
yeah.
this is kind of what we expected.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I honestly don't think there's really anything that will happen because this isn't something that just happened yesterday. They actually showed up in their sea like a few weeks ago, and
Well, I think the questions that people will have is because obviously Russia and China were getting oil from Venezuela,
yeah,
and so if obviously we hold that completely and don't give them any, they're gonna one that's gonna be aggressive towards them. So there's that, and then also
yeah. I think I
they're
think
actively in war as
I
well.
think
So
what the plan is to stabilize the country in a way where they can kind of make their own decisions like that. Obviously, America being a huge influence and ally will
yeah,
benefit off it more so than other countries, and I think that's kind of what's going on here. But really, the thing is, the corruption goes deep, and a lot of the good people in
hundred
Venezuela
percent.
have already been kind of kicked out of the country and had to leave or got killed or imprisoned. So
Yeah, it's
it's
horrible.
gonna take
It
some
is
time to
horrible.
really get people in there that anybody can trust to kind of run the country and do good things
Yeah,
with it. But
the truth is something did have to happen because yeah, he wasn't going to leave power
yeah.
obviously, and rigging
But
everything.
as of right now, it seems like Donald Trump is the new leader of Venezuela, and here he is talking.
This is what people are saying,
Hola,
man.
el señor Donaldo J. Trumpo. Your
What?
ex-presidente, el señor Maduro, is no longer your presidente. He kept talking shit, and fucking around, though, and he ultimately
Oh
found out,
god.
though. Anyway, we're going to make Venezuela grande again. Mucho grande. El bigger y el
Oh
better than
my.
ever before. We're going to drill, baby, drill. We're going to have a big, beautiful
Oh
fiesta,
my
all the
god.
tacos you want. Mucho mariachi, sexy mamacitas, and delicious margaritas. And President Trump is going to be el DJ, okay? Muchas gracias, muchachos. Y
LDJ.
let's make el Venezuela grande again. Arriba el Venezuela, amigos.
And there you have
Dude,
it.
the internet is unmatched.
Yeah. So this is kind of where we're at now. It's we're gonna kind of see how all the steps involved. It seems like it's kind of a tall task to do to go into a country and kind of help it and change it and stuff like that. But
Yeah,
it seems like the Venezuela people are having parties and stuff in parking lots and stuff. So
yeah.
I think overall net positive for Venezuela, and I think overall long run will be good for the United States.
Nani,